After starting the 2021 college football season as the Heisman favorite and likely the first quarterback off the board in the 2022 NFL Draft, well, fast forward 4 months later, and Spencer Rattler is currently the biggest name in the transfer portal. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the potential teams that we could see Spencer Rattler transfer to this offseason. Before we get to today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to the channel. If you love college football content, then this is definitely the place for you. About 90% of viewers aren't subscribed to my channel, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Is there a topic you'd like to see me discuss next? Well, drop a comment down below, and that very well could be my next video. So before we take a look at which schools we could see Rattler end up at, let's take a look back at what went wrong in 2021. In week 1, he threw for over 300 yards and had a touchdown, but also had 2 costly interceptions as Oklahoma nearly lost at home to a really bad Tulane team. A few weeks later, Oklahoma struggled to beat Nebraska at home, and Rattler didn't look great. He had 2 total touchdowns on the day, but just couldn't really pull the Sooners away from the Huskers. In yet another close win over West Virginia, he had only 1 touchdown with an interception. The final straw, as many of you remember, came in Oklahoma's game against Texas. He completed only 50% of his passes and had an interception, with Oklahoma trailing big to Texas. Lincoln Riley then decided to turn to Caleb Williams, and the rest is history. Williams led the comeback as the Sooners defeated the Longhorns, earning him the starting job throughout the remainder of the season. After that Texas game, Rattler attempted only 12 passes the rest of the season. He finished the 2021 campaign completing 75% of his passes for 1,500 yards with 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. With Caleb Williams looking like the future at the quarterback position, seeing Spencer Rattler enter the transfer portal wasn't really much of a surprise. He took to Twitter to announce his decision. Sooner Nation, thank you for allowing me to be a student athlete at this prestigious institution. Thank you to every teammate and coach these last 3 seasons. We won several games together and made memories that I will cherish forever. Special thanks to my family and friends for your support. Thank God for the game of football. It's the ultimate team sport and brings people and communities together unlike anything else. At this time, I would like to announce that I've decided to enter the transfer portal to continue my academic and athletic career. Thank you again, Oklahoma. I will miss you. So, the question at hand is, where is Spencer Rattler going to transfer to? The landing spot that would make the most sense for Spencer Rattler is Arizona State. He attended Phoenix Pinnacle High School and is a local kid. I think seeing him play under Herm Edwards and his NFL-loaded coaching staff could be a real boost for Rattler and definitely help him out in the long term. Plus, playing in front of family and friends is already a bonus. I think there's a real good chance that he could thrive there, but the problem is Arizona State already has a pretty good quarterback in Jayden Daniels. He's been great since becoming the starting quarterback as a true freshman 3 years ago. But with that being said, his future is certainly in question. Daniels is eligible to declare for the NFL draft, but I personally don't think he's ready quite yet, meaning he'll likely stay another season. But I do think Rattler is a better quarterback than Jayden Daniels, and I could see him beating him out if there would be a battle for the starting job. There's also a chance though that Jayden Daniels maybe transfers this offseason and ends up somewhere else, opening up the job for Spencer Rattler. A lot's gonna have to happen, but I think overall, Arizona State makes the most sense, and there's a reason they're the betting favorite for him to land there. If Arizona State doesn't work out, Rattler could always just head south and join the Arizona Wildcats, still being able to stay close to home. That likely wouldn't make sense though, as Arizona is one of the worst college football programs at the FBS level, and seeing Rattler go there would just be ridiculous. If he doesn't end up in Arizona, I think a fun destination would be at Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin, assuming he's still there next season. The Rebels will be losing Matt Corral to the NFL draft, and he's likely going to be the first quarterback taken off the board. After seeing what Lane Kiffin and his coaching staff did to Matt Corral this season, Ole Miss would be an amazing fit for Spencer Rattler. He'd be handed the keys to the offense and could really do some damage for the Rebels in 2022. Plus, who wouldn't want to see a duo of Lane Kiffin and Spencer Rattler? Another potential SEC destination is South Carolina. Shane Beamer is the coach who was with the Sooners from 2018 through 2020, coaching Rattler for 2 seasons. The Gamecocks had a pretty decent season in 2020 and definitely exceeded expectations. They're also in the market for a new starting quarterback that could hopefully take them to the next level. Luke Doughty was injured all season, they had a graduate assistant in Zeb Nolan take snaps, and St. Francis transfer Jason Brown didn't really do much when given the opportunity. South Carolina isn't a sexy pick, but rather already has familiarity with Shane Beamer. Plus, he'll have a chance to showcase his talent in the SEC, which could definitely help his draft stock. If Rattler doesn't want to go to a Power 5 school, a good option could be SMU. Recent Oklahoma quarterback Tanner Mordecai was great in 2021 for SMU after transferring from the Sooners. Rhett Lashlee is going to take over as the Mustangs' new head coach. He's a former Broyles Award finalist when he was at Auburn in 2013 and has lots of offensive experience. He was the offensive coordinator for SMU in 2018 and 2019, so this will still be an offense that is going to put up a lot of points. Playing at a group of 5 school might not be the route he wants to take, but it could really help Rattler moving forward. We talked about Arizona State and Arizona earlier, but there are a few Pac-12 schools as well that could be great fits. We'll start with the Oregon Ducks, who in my opinion are a really good quarterback away from being a playoff team. Anthony Brown clearly wasn't the answer, and they do have Ty Thompson, who was a top quarterback recruit, but I think they'd prefer Rattler as he'd give them a better chance to win in 2022. The Ducks have had some really good quarterbacks come out of the program over the past decade, and Rattler very well could be the next. Plus, seeing him rock all those different uniform combinations would be pretty hype. Another Pac-12 team that could work would be UCLA. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is likely gone next year, and seeing Rattler under Chip Kelly could be exciting. UCLA does have Ethan Garbers waiting in the wing, but just like with Oregon, I could see UCLA being more willing to give Rattler the keys. Plus, this allows Rattler the chance to make some serious NIL deals in Los Angeles. It would also be pretty funny to see him go to USC's biggest rival, meaning he'd get a chance to take on his former head coach Lincoln Riley in the final week of the season. Now, there are 2 final teams that I would personally like to see him end up at, but I would give each of these teams probably a 1% chance of happening. The first is Spencer Rattler going to Texas, which would be truly hilarious, as going to Oklahoma's biggest rival would essentially be the biggest middle finger to the program. Plus, having the chance to go against Caleb Williams next season would truly be epic. Finally, let's just say Spencer Rattler says screw it and he joins Lincoln Riley at USC, and the two of them dominate Southern California. Let's just say that they let bygones be bygones and they run the Pac-12 and win a national championship. Well, those are some of the schools I think we could see Spencer Rattler transfer to. Which program do you think would be the best fit for him? Was there a school on here that I didn't mention? Drop a comment down below and share with me your thoughts. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to the channel. I'll be posting a ton of college football content over the next few months, so if you love college football, then this is definitely the place for you. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.